What's up, y'all? Let's shuffle back again with the viewer runs. This one is from Zombero. Yeah, okay, I got the name right. Yeah, so they sent this one in a couple months ago, and in my own ineptitude, I had this written down. I think I deleted it. I think I mistook it for someone else's run, and so I deleted it out of my queue, so I apologize. But they're very cool. They reminded me that I hadn't done it yet, so we are here now. And this is showing off, I believe they said Ranged Highwayman? Let's see. No gameplay mods used. Champion Cove Boss, so if you're worried about Cove Boss spoilers, there you go. And then let's see, the main goal of this is to highlight a build I feel is underappreciated. Pew Pew Highwayman. So this is Gunner Highwayman. Squids made a video on this recently, which is pretty interesting. And then I did a Cleave Gun Team, but I did not do dedicated ranged Highwayman. So the rest of it's explaining like how Gunslinger's Buckle is pretty good and it buffs up Grapeshot and stuff like that. So this is pretty good. Alright, so I'm excited to see what this is. I do like that we have some palette mods here. Make sure everything's looking good on my audio. I think we're good. Make sure we're good on the settings. 720. Okay. So yeah, this is a boss, champion boss. Should probably look here. I do too many things at once. I see High Infestation on the side, which is a little scary. So Prismatic Purity, I always forget what this is. Is this like debuff resist, I think? Natural Eye, I like this on Vestal. I've never locked it on Vestal, but I could see it. Then we have a pretty solid Vestal loadout. We have boosted healing, then we have scouting. I like giving map to Vestal, some people don't, but I'm definitely in agreement. And then we have standard Vestal loadout here. Bless might come into play. This looks like Dismiss, so we have a very dedicated range setup. Okay, I like this. And interesting that we have a range setup but no point blank, but it is because these two are probably going to be chilling there. We have no duelist. So this team really doesn't want to get moved out of position. So I'm hoping that considering the boss, so spoilers again, but considering the boss, I'm hoping that we do put on point blank because it will matter for the boss. It's actually going to be very good in this boss fight here, but we do have tracking. So tracking usually a little too slow for hallway fights, but I want to see what happens here. Otherwise, Pistol Shot, Grapeshot should be really good, all things considered. We have Gunslinger's Buckle and the Matchman's Fuse Stick. So I'm curious what the other Highwayman got. Okay, I saw that for like half a second. Let's see. Click, click, okay. So we have another Gunslinger Buckle, Crystalline Gunpowder, good, same loadout on moves. No cheat and Bad Gambler, one of those has to go. Actually, no, they don't. This looks like the original Dismiss. It is, okay. So QR, awesome. Hot to Trot, really good. This one should be shooting rank 4 in most cases. You don't want to, it's kind of weird. You don't want a Hot to Trot tracking shot. It's not that good, but yeah. I know what I was telling you. So Corvid's Eye, Luminous QR, this is like one of the best Hellion loadouts. Obviously, if we have something like Precise Striker, then maybe that'd be a little bit better, but this Hellion looks pretty freaking stacked. And so we have a dedicated damage setup with Wicked Hack, and interesting to see Adrenaline Rush. Maybe we'll switch to Breakthrough on the boss, I'm not quite sure. But Cove isn't so outlandish in bleed resist that you can't run bleed, but you do need something like Mark of the Outcast in that situation. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, both stacks of food. Okay, then we have the town thing that gives us extra food. So 4 shovels is fine. 3 keys. Usually 2's okay in the Cove, just because I would take 6 herbs, 100%. Because you have Uka crabs, I think, that have a healing debuff, and then you have coral and fish. So we definitely need more. Hold up. So we definitely need more herbs in this case. What do we buy here? Bandages, just 2. So the boss bleeds us, and a lot of the enemies in here bleed us, and there's courtyard enemies which can bleed us. So, this is interesting. We have 68 scouting. Why is it 68 specifically? Oh, Corvids. Okay. This is interesting. We're gonna skip the ancestor here.
The poor devils.
The poor devils. Okay, this is a pretty solid boss layout. Anytime you cut off more than like 1 room, it's an okay boss layout. So good dodge on the trap. Obviously there's no skill involved there, but since we didn't scout it, dodging it is pretty nice. That's one thing we don't have to deal with. But yeah, just because the layout here, we can cut off, looks like 5 rooms. So it'll be the 3 on the left and then the 2 on the bottom. So So that's very fortunate. But it depends what we get for enemies here. So spearfishing isn't that bad. Oops, bumped my desk. So yeah, the cultist witch. So we're gonna cleave. So cleaves usually not good by themselves. I would probably, if it bleeds, yeah. Okay, good. Actually, what time are we at? 2 minutes? I gotta check something in town real quick. Gear on Darkest. I want to make sure I know what difficulty it was. So I was aware. So, does that bleed? That bleed should finish it. I'd probably consider shooting rank 2 there, just to... Actually, it doesn't really matter. Judgment on rank 4? Yeah, okay. Good. Excellent. That's a good opener. We had a lot of speed. We got rid of the stress caster, and this is very easy to deal with. We got rid of the 2 biggest problems on the team. Grapeshot gets a lot better here because if you're guarding and you cleave through it, it doesn't matter. So this is massive Grapeshot value. Thick would be pleased. Yeah, this is where I would consider something. I'd probably consider if it bleeds there because the prod is so... It's unfortunate. The prod is so high. We probably stun here just to deny action. Yeah. But the prod is so high here that Wicked Hack, like at 75% prop, Wicked Hack isn't that good. So I would probably chance see if it bleeds. Yeah. See? Okay, good. Alright. The cleave was the right choice there too because we could do bonus damage to the Guardian. Because this way we clean up the kill and then we get the other one. It's a lot of healing. Does that Vestal have Hippo? No, she had Natural Eye. Oh, I think she... No, she didn't crit. Just felt like she had a lot of healing there. Maybe there's Gifted and I didn't catch it. Okay, this guy's about dead. Nice. It is nice to see the Gunner Highwayman. And having 2 of them in the team means that getting moved out of position isn't as big of a deal. Because, like, if they spearfish the rank 3 one into rank 4, or rank 2, what happens? Secret room? That's worth going back for, I think. Yeah, so, and if they pull Vestal from rank 4 to 3, Highwayman still does something. It's completely fine. It's good. 3 chap gems. It's a shame they don't stack, but I understand that they're supposed to be punishing your inventory. It's a lot of money, and they're each worth 2 gold stacks. So if they stack, to be pretty unfair in terms of inventory management. Where are we camping? I'm probably gonna camp the room after that treasure chest room coming up. I don't know what the... Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know what the player's inventory situation, or the bus situation looks like, or the blood. I can't remember offhand. So it's kind of a decision on which one to take. Decision. Alright, scouting's really good here. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to... We could camp in the treasure room, or we could camp in the curio room. I would probably camp in the curio room just to get like the max benefit of healing. Cleave again, showing its worth. I think I didn't finish this thought. Cleave gets a lot better when you have a bunch of it. So this was a point I was trying to make in that video I made with the cleave team. Is when you have 1 cleave, it's not that good, but when you have like 3 cleaves or 2 cleaves, yes, they get a lot stronger. Because you're hitting each thing for, you know, your fraction of damage. That's a melee attack. That's all we're supposed to use. I would probably max the torch and dump a stack of torches here. Yeah, we see it. Good job. But then what do we take? Like I said, I don't know if we need busts or money. I think we had 270,000 gold, so we might not need money as much. But it's only 2 busts. The gold stack is the correct pick here. You may think like, well, the emerald sells for more, but you're more likely to find gold in every case. We should hit the torch here. Okay. It's a small min-max opportunity missed. Vestal with the map is very good at trap disarm. I think she gets up to 90. Which is good enough.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Cleave's still good here. Okay, no Iron Swan. I think we can still Wicked Hack on turn 1. It's more damage. Yeah. Then just start hitting. Tracking shot rank 4 would be interesting. I think it de-stealths. But I still agree with the double grape shot. It was just an interesting thought here. Stun is safer. Oh, that was a 6% chance to miss. That was the right play. I was going to say stun is technically safer, but judgment is way more tempo. So as always, we are pro tempo zap. There's... Okay. Nice. I didn't think of that, actually. I was going to say, there's a case to try and, like, blow up one of the bodies, but we can actually... I think we heal with Vestal, actually. The zap would clean up the fight very nicely. Don't get me wrong. And group heal is technically more efficient there, but we have so much speed on this team that one of our 3 damage dealers should go before the fish, so that was the right call, too. It's very rare that I have a run like this where I'm like, yes, yes, I agree. But this wasn't a run submitted for help. And I asked if it was a flex, and they were like, no, it's not really a flex either, but it says more of a thing to show off Highwayman. So, I don't know, is this a new category? Is this education or information? I don't know. IDK. Depending on what this loot is, I'd probably eat the last bits of food, then dump the... Okay, we're good. Say, I'd probably eat the 4 food or 3 food to top off that second Highwayman, then dump it. The ideal curio in this room would be like a clam. Actually, not a clam. A statue. Okay, it's not a statue. It is a clam. Okay, so 3 dudes, 1 in stealth. Grapeshot gets super good. I think against these, I think if it bleeds might come out to more damage. It's hard to say, but with like how much direct damage we have, this is fine. Oh, wow. Nice. Surprise plus cleave. This is a very good showing of Grapeshot. Somewhere out there, Thick is smiling. Got the shovel back, nice. It's definitely ditch the food. It's actually camp. Oh no, because we didn't camp before. It was ditch the food. It was definitely ditch the food there. Yeah, because we're camping anyway. Like, you know, obviously it's in hindsight, not that it really matters, but the way to handle that would have been to camp. Oh, we have Outsider's Bonfire. Got clean guns on both our boys. Are we gonna deal with the ambush? I think Sharpened Spear is more damage than Battle Trance. Battle Trance is nice. Oh, so we got both? We had Hyper Carry Hellion. We are not dealing with the ambush. Nice. I like this. I like it a lot. Okay, no Courtyard, so that's good. Keep getting surprises. That would have been one advantage to using the Highwayman camp skills. More chance to surprise enemies. This is a tough one. Like, do you hit the snail up front? The snail's less threatening. I popped my chair. I'm sorry. Stun. It's stun. Yeah. Because you can't kill it, so it's still better to prevent the damage this turn. So that's right. Especially because it's getting this buff. It's a strong snail. Oh my goodness, the support. Why did that heal for 17? Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We gotta find out some information here. Is that the top end? Is it 17, dude? Okay, good. I love that the wiki always makes sure you don't like get spoiled by stuff. Good job, wiki. To 18. I never remember it going that high. It always feels like it heals for like 14 or 12. It's never 18. Yeah. Nice. Then we can... We don't have to heal. We can just Wicked Slice. Clean this up. Feels bad, man. Stun it? Yeah. It's the best preventative measure here.
The promise of safety.
Flexing with the Grapeshot. The good on hit. That's a lot of mons. That is a lot of money. I know it's champion, but still. I've had such little criticism. Do we toss the herbs or do we use them? Why do we have no herbs in the inventory? We should make space for the herbs. Yeah. No, the herbs! It's fine. Because, like, what if we fail this trap? You know, then we don't have herbs to use. Or if we find coral in the next hallway, we don't have herbs.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow.
Alright, there's 3 cure. There's a chance for me to be right. Look at that. Look at that. Although there's really nothing to cure. Maybe Vestal. Like, oh, wait a minute. There are no herbs. JK feels badman. Feels like high infestation's a lot easier than
If only treasure.
medium infestation, which is surprising. Because you get the eggs as curio, but you don't have to fight them. It feels like the battles are way more common on medium, so I don't mind when it gets to high. Just those few weeks when it's at medium that's a little obnoxious.
Death, the captain.
Grapeshot gets interesting here because you can cleave the front line, the Anchorman. Okay, so we didn't switch to any movement skills. So we have no breakthrough, we have no... I can't think of it. Point blank. So this is exactly what I was worried about. So now I have to spend inefficient turns doing this. And can we use tracking in 1? We should tracking. This is a long fight, so turn 1 should be tracking. If we have any holy water, we should be hitting them, but I don't think we do.
Precision and power.
The reason why I turn 1, unless we're going to stun here. Stun the Anchorman, I think. I think it has a lower chance to be stunned. Sorry about that. There was a dog outburst, so I rewound by a few seconds here. So the stun, I would probably consider stunning the Anchorman if it's below 90, because this was 90, so I think we have a better chance of stunning here. And that prevents the heave 2 or whatever, and then the buff transfer. Yeah, there's heave 2. I think we should have tracking on turn 1 because the boss is going to start healing from here. And also, tracking, like, the later you use it, the less value it gets you. So it had to be used, oh my goodness, Alien. It had to be used on turn 1 or it was not getting enough damage. Like, we can still use it here, but tracking should have been our turn 1. We can even use it in rank 1.
Struck.
Okay, a little stress attack. Stun's still worth it in this case, yeah. And the crit, that should be a better chance, yeah. Okay, that's good. That was a good turn. Now these highwaymen should light this dude up. But we don't have point blank. So do we just move? I think we move because we need our damage. So the issue with this fight is that this boss can drain your action economy very quickly. So between having to move people and the healing that he gives himself and the buff transfer and stuff like that, it's very easy for this boss to take a lot of extra health by getting healing and then taking reduced damage and you having to move and stuff like that. The dodge is very clutch right there. Dodge is very clutch. So between those two things specifically... Did it do it again? Is that its first turn? I'm sorry, I'm very confused why this happened. This is boarding clutch. So there's like a thing it always does at the start of the turn without taking an action. Okay, so it always picks someone to do that. That's interesting. I never paid attention to that before. The cleaves get pretty good. We should be able to clean this dude up here by the end of this turn. Probably zap. We don't need group heal. Okay, it's got 90 stun resist, so it's probably zap. It's probably zap because we want this to clean it up for that 1 damage. Because now we're going to get someone hit with the anchor on this turn. Not that it's the biggest deal. We're going to take a little bit of stress. And the boss heals for like 8. Yeah. Oh, but it heals to full. So this is what I was saying. The reason this boss drains your action economy is because this dude heals to full the moment he chains someone. So you either have to commit to all-inning it the turn it's summoned, which isn't usually advised because it has the 50% prop value, or you wait till it chains someone and then kill it after. So it's one of those two things, and we actually could have killed it before it did this, if we were able to hit it with Vestal instead of going for the stun here, because this guy's going to summon every single time at the start of the turn. It doesn't take an action. So this thing was always going to be back the next turn, but we wouldn't have to deal with the chain this turn, if you get what I'm saying. And especially because we have so much damage from our Cleaves and Hellion, we can just Grapeshot every single time and then use Hellion and Vestal to clean up the front line, and we're usually pretty safe. So, Cleave's still good. Cleave doesn't get that good against like two targets instead of 3, but it's good enough. I'd probably hover over Wicked Slice just to see how much damage it would do here. But Hellion should get rid of this. Yeah, easily. 44% crit, that's a lot. That is a lot. I wonder if they're thinking like, do I just try and hit the boss with it? Since the boss still has its prot, usually don't want to do that. So Judgment gets really good here. I think it's Judgment in this case. The stun's nice. The stun does slow it down, so the stun looks better right now. But considering the Vessel's at about 60% HP, I would probably zap it. Nice, move resist. So we're gonna go for... Gonna burn the boss? We could burn the boss. That's the other thing too. I think I said this in someone else's run where they fought this boss. This boss can go down very quickly if you actually go for it. It's just a matter of when you decide to do it, because if we stun here, we should stun the Anchorman. Yeah. Oh, it's done. It's over. This fight's over. So that's all you really have to do. If you can dumpster the boss and then stun the Anchorman, you can do like 100 damage in like 2 turns. And that's good enough. So we're almost out of here. The double resist helps quite a lot, so yeah. Easily. Nice. Good job. Warrior's Cap. Better take that Warrior's Cap, dude. Warrior's Cap's good. And take all of it? Nice. I approve. Even if you don't plan to use it, it sells for more. So do I get to see some trinkets? Eternity's Color, kind of unfortunate. Made a video about that today. Actually, a couple days ago, but I posted it today. So the fits, not good on Hellion. Hellion does like bonus speed, but the fits, you lose, I think, accuracy and crit, which kind of sucks. And then Thick-Blooded, I don't know what we lost for that. Looks like Rowdier, so... Thank you, Zombero, for sending this. Sorry it took me so long. It was pretty interesting. I think this was a good display of Gunner Highwayman. Did him some justice, and pretty nice. So, that's it for this one. If you want to send your own viewer runs, people ask me every time, and I have to make sure to tell them. But if you want to send me your viewer run, you need to join Discord and post it on YouTube. That is the easiest and safest way for me to do it. And I'm only going to take a few more until DD2 comes out. So like once DD2 is announced, I'm going to stop taking them. I want to make sure I have enough time to get ready for that game. So yeah, if you want to get yourself seen, this is the time to do it. And thanks as always to everyone who has done this, and I will see you in the next one. Leopard Guide coming up very soon. I've edited about half of it, so we're almost there. Alright, we're done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.